edition with me, Priya Bahl. 2 days after losing both the name and symbol that had become synonymous with the Thackeray family in Maharashtra, former Shiv Sena chief Uddhav Thackeray today took the battle for his father's legacy to the streets. Having forfeited bow and arrow symbol to Eknath Shinde, who had revolted from the party ranks, Uddhav Thackeray today decided to fight with emotional card and Hindutva narrative, claiming that he was the real heir of brand Shiv Sena and was in fact being robbed by some people, including those who earlier belonged to the same party as well as those who were his allies for almost 30 years in the past.
मेरे पार्टी में कुछ लोग वहां चले गए, जाने दो, जिसकी मर्जी जाना चाहे जाए, लेकिन वो दूसरी पार्टी में जाना चाहिए। आपने जो बात कही और इसलिए मैंने कहा ना कि अरे भाई मेरे ही लोग मुझे घर से बाहर निकल रहे, क्योंकि वो घर पे ही कब्जा करना चाहते हैं। ये घर ही मेरा है, मेरे पिताजी ने उनको सहारा दिया था। ये जो सारे शिवसैनिक बैठे हैं, आज भी लाखों शिवसैनिक हैं, उन्होंने पसीना और खून बहाकर इनको बड़ा किया। अब वो मालिक बनने जा रहे, और हमारी संस्था भी ऐसी है कि उनको चोर को मालिक बना दिया घर का। जिस तरीके से उन्होंने शिवसेना के साथ शुरू किया है, करते जा रहे हैं, क्या बिगड़ा है हमने? आपको मेरे पिताजी का चेहरा चाहिए, लेकिन पिताजी का बेटा नहीं चाहिए, जो आपके साथ था, आपको साथ आने के लिए, आगे चलने के लिए तैयार था। और सिर्फ मैंने मेरे पिताजी को, जिसको आप अपना नेता मान रहे हैं, उसी को मैंने वचन दिया था कि मैं शिवसैनिक को मुख्यमंत्री करूंगा। वो वचन निभाने वाला अगर धोखा देता है तो उसके साथ मुझे कैसे बर्ताव करना चाहिए? अमित शाह आए थे, उन्होंने कहा कि दूध का दूध पानी का पानी हो गया। अब तक तो सुप्रीम कोर्ट का फैसला बाकी है, और दूध का दूध पानी का पानी हुआ नहीं है। आपने तो दूध में नमक डाला है, आपने दूध में नमक डाला है, उसको अभी हमें सुधारना है।
This emotional appeal came just a day after Home Minister Amit Shah claimed vindication after Election Commission's verdict. In fact, the last jab that you heard from Uddhav Thackeray was a response to Amit Shah saying that the verdict had sifted the unadulterated truth from lies.
शिंदे साहब की शिवसेना को असली शिवसेना और धनुष बाण दोनों मिल गए। एक बार ताली बजाकर इनका स्वागत करिए। और जो लोग झूठ के आधार पर हुंकार भरते थे, उन लोगों को आज मालूम पड़ गया है सत्य किसके साथ है। आज मालूम पड़ गया है। गत चुनाव में मैं पार्टी का अध्यक्ष था, चुनाव मिलकर लड़े, अपनी फोटो से बड़ी फोटो मोदी जी की लगाई, देवेंद्र जी को नेता मानकर चुनाव लड़े, और फिर मुख्यमंत्री बनने के लिए विरोधी विचारधारा के तलवे चाटने लगे। आज उनको सत्य क्या है वो परिचय मिल गया है।
The theme of betrayal is common from both sides. However, there are those in Uddhav camp who say that there was nothing but collusion and payments involved behind the betrayal that was handed out to them. Sanjay Raut came out to allege that transactions worth 2,000 crore rupees had taken place between the BJP and the Election Commission, which eventually led to the symbol bow and arrow and the name Shiv Sena being granted to Eknath Shinde.
जिस तरह से शिवसेना और शिवसेना का जो निशानी है, तीर कमान, वो हमसे छीन लिया है, वो न्याय नहीं है, वो सत्य नहीं है, वो एक व्यवहार और व्यापार हो गया, खरीद लिया गया। और अब तक 2000 करोड़ रुपए की लेन देन उस मामले में हुई है, सिर्फ शिवसेना से चिन्ह और नाम छीनने के लिए। ये मेरा प्राथमिक अंदाज है, जिसे आप एफआईआर कहते हो, फर्स्ट इंफॉर्मेशन रिपोर्ट। दिस इज एफआईआर, ये मेरा एफआईआर है। ये निर्णय खरीदा हुआ निर्णय, 2000 करोड़ का व्यवहार अब तक हो चुका है 6 महीनों में, सिर्फ चिन्ह और नाम के लिए।
Who's betrayed who and whose trust will the people, will these parties get? Who will the people of Maharashtra trust? Because remember, the imminent test of this is going to be when BMC polls are conducted, and they are just around the anvil. To decode that question, I'm now joined by Shiv Sena, who is the spokesperson of the BJP, Krishna Hegde, spokesperson of Shiv Sena, now the real Shiv Sena, but from the Shinde camp, is joining us as well. Brijmohan Srivastav, spokesperson of the NCP, is on the broadcast. Yogi Gade, who is a political analyst, is also going to be with us in a bit. Ravi Srivastav, political analyst, also welcome to the debate. Sir, first question to you, Tuhin Sinha. How much money have you paid to the Election Commission for this deal?
Well, good evening. Today is the 393rd birth anniversary of Shivaji Maharaj. And the people of Maharashtra know, those who believe in the ideals of Shivaji Maharaj know that there has to be zero tolerance towards backstabbers and betrayers. So this is what the ruling of the Election Commission has made it very clear, that it was the Shiv Sena which backstabbed us. Instead of getting into that rhetoric of who paid whom, if Sanjay Raut has any evidence, he should furnish it. Otherwise, he will face defamation case from us. And let me also say this to you with responsibility, that once again, they are back to demonizing institutions. They are demonizing the Election Commission. Is he trying to say the Election Commission takes money from parties? This is the irresponsibility of such low-life parties. But the point is, let me stick to the main point over here. It was Shiv Sena which had backstabbed us. They fought the elections, using the photograph of Prime Minister Modi. Had it not been for Prime Minister Modi's, support base, instead of 55 seats, they would have ended up with less than 10 seats, which would happen in the next assembly election. So the only atonement for Uddhav Thackeray right now is to accept the leadership of Eknath Shinde or face perpetual political hibernation. But if they make such reckless remarks, they will obviously be liable to be sued for that.
Right. It is about... Right. Yogi Gade is also now on the broadcast with us. Sir, you've lost your party symbol. You've lost your party name. Is sympathy now going to be your only winning card to get the support of whatever is left of your cadre base?
Yes, the people of Maharashtra will definitely answer in the coming days. And if you have got to see, this is not how a democracy works, because only the MLAs and MPs cannot decide the fate of a political party. The Election Commission's verdict is going to play a major role in other political parties' roles in various states in India, because if it has happened with Shiv Sena today, it may happen with any other political party day after. If for example, if in a state there are only 2 MLAs and 2 MPs of a political party, and they say, no, we are the original party, not the others, then this verdict of Election Commission is not really according to the democracy of our country, and therefore the Supreme Court should really take up this matter, and there should be will be justice. That's what we believe in. If we believe in the court system, so hopefully the Supreme Court will definitely look into this matter, because this is going to be the Election Commission judgment is going to decide the future of our democracy of our country. And this, if it has happened with Shiv Sena today, it can happen with any political party, it can happen with BJP in 10 years, 20 years down the line also, and then that time they will be left shocked. So really it is not a democracy, because MLAs and MPs are only selected for a particular member of parliament or for this. They are not the entire political party. There are so many other corporators, Jilla Parishad Sadasyas, there are internal so many posts in the political parties. There are members of the political parties, basic members. So their say is not important. The Election Commission just proves that the other political party members or the common man is not at all important. Only the MLAs and MPs will decide the fate. So this is really very, for our healthy democracy, this is just not done. The Election Commission may be given their verdict today, but I'm sure the Supreme Court will take up this matter. And not only Shiv Sena, all political parties should come against Election Commission, because their political parties could face this in the future. And because if it has given if you see what has happened with Shiv Sena in Maharashtra today, it could happen with any other political party, anywhere, any small political party.
Krishna Hegde, your MLAs might have garnered 76% of total votes polled in the elections, but is it not true that they also used Bala Sahab Thakray's face and legacy and his ideology to get those votes?
See, we have always been saying, and we still maintain that we are the original Shiv Sena, and we continue to work as the original Shiv Sena, and the Election Commission has endorsed what we have said over these months. Secondly, let me tell you that the learned spokesperson who came from Uddhavji's camp now, he is not aware that 3/4 of the party is with us. The elected member of parliaments, 13 out of 18, and almost 50 MLAs are with us. Over that, today another esteemed ex-colleague of ours, Mr. Sanjay Rautji, has clearly said that there is 2,000 crores of funds exchanged. Is he casting aspirations on an independent body like Election Commission? We should make it very clear with proof. And the Election Commission should file a defamation and criminal case against Sanjay Raut for misleading the nation and, giving the Election Commission a very bad name. I think this is a very serious matter which has to be taken up. And I don't think the Election Commission is going to leave him lightly. Thirdly, let me tell you that when Uddhavji was the leader of the Shiv Sena, there was a problem of accessibility among the leaders, and also that the NCP MLAs and the NCP ministers were cornering all the development funds, and all the Shiv Sena MLAs were, helpless. They could not work for the people in their constituencies. In fact, they went to Uddhavji several times, couple of times, and said that these problems are happening. And we have fought on the Hindutva ideology in 2019 with the photograph of Modi ji as our leader and Balasaheb Thackeray ji's ideology. And we have to go back to the same ideology for which the people of Maharashtra have given us the votes. But after taking the votes on the Hindutva ideology, you can't go and join the NCP and the Congress who have nothing to do with Hindutva. And today, in 2024, Uddhavji is still evoking the name of Hindutva and Lord Ram and saying he'll go back. How can he go back with Congress on his side and say that I am a Hindutva party? It's just not possible.
Right.
Therefore, all the MLAs have just left the party and been with, they went with Eknath Shinde ji, and we are the original Shiv Sena, and we will continue to fight on the ideology of Balasaheb, on the ideology of Hindutva, and under the leadership of Shri Narendra Modi ji and Eknath Shinde ji.
Yes, and it wasn't by coincidence, and nobody will say that it just happened by chance that today Uddhav Thackeray, when he made that very emotional appeal to his supporters, he brought the name of Ram by mistake. He said, मैंने बीजेपी छोड़ा है, हिंदुत्व नहीं छोड़ा है, मैं हिंदू हूँ, हिंदू रहूंगा. Bow and arrow चला गया हो, लेकिन श्री राम मेरे साथ हैं. Ravi Srivastava, now do you think it is going to be a battle for who is the Hindu Hriday Samrat? And in this game, now you have not only Uddhav Sena but Shinde Sena and the BJP in the mix. Is it now becoming tripartite game in which BJP also might have something to lose?
Yeah, first of all, recent elections in Maharashtra have indicated that the electorate of Maharashtra has not taken it kindly. The way the MP, MLAs, they migrated and they went away. After 2.5 years of ruling in the state of Maharashtra, they realized that Shiv Sena is no more a Hindutva party. I mean, it took so much of time to them, 30 months. And you have seen the entire drama of Surat to Guwahati to Goa. This is standard operating practice of the BJP, which they have done in Karnataka, which they have done in Madhya Pradesh, which they have done in 8 more states, buying MLAs, shifting sides, making the government. This is
what has the Congress been doing?
Can I continue?
Why were the Congress MLAs?
I never interrupted you, please.
Okay, please go on.
What I want to say, the Election Commission today stands fully compromised. Now all hopes rest on the Honorable Supreme Court, and the Shiv Sena is going to make a complaint to Supreme Court as well against this EC decision as well. And EC, the best thing is they have first taken an order and then they tried to reason it with that framing the charges. This is the funniest thing. The 16 MLA disqualification case has reached to this level, and the way the judgment has been given, it shows. And I am surprised. Can
you negate the timing and modalities? Can you?
had the decision been different, what is MLAs, what is the symbol of the party, I would have been rather surprised. It has happened exactly on the dotted lines. What Raut has said, that Amit Shah is a Mogambo.
No, but given the precedence in this matter, when AIADMK split in 2017, the symbol was frozen. Then when Lok Janshakti Party split again, the symbol was frozen. Given how this case has been an aberration to Sena, don't you think there is some sort of rationale and water in the argument that is being put forth by the opposition?
Mr. Srivastava should read the 78-page order of the Election Commission. They very clearly mention the precedents. The two precedents mentioned are LJP. In the case of LJP, a similar order had been passed. In the case of AIADMK. So, you need to understand that if 80% of the party leaves the party, and if it decides to form a separate entity, that entity, by virtue of the existing norms, need to be acknowledged as the original party. But let me also emphasize over here, somebody was asking why did they wait for 2.5 years? Because it is a fact that Eknath Shinde and his group of MLAs waited for a very long time to reach out.
They were making money. They were making money during that period. Yes.
Please don't interfere, Mr. Srivastava. Like this, you got your chance.
Yeah,
they want to come back to the core values of Balasaheb Thackeray, but he was inaccessible. He did not step out of his house for most part of the Vasuli tenure. So that's a fact.
Can you negate the fact that there is an emotional connect? It's the opposition's contention that you've orchestrated everything when you have snatched the symbol and the party MLAs from them towards your camp, but the people, the voters, the cadres still have an emotional connect. And today when Uddhav Thackeray again and again takes his father's name, again and again says that BJP wants to benefit from Balasaheb Thackeray but has an allergy to his son, does not like his son, are you a little bit scared that he might turn this emotion into votes?
No, not at all. What has happened is really unfortunate, but there are two lessons in it for everybody. Number one, don't use the name of a particular party. Don't get in the name of a particular party or a leader and then ditch it. It's like, playing a match, scoring 50 or 100, and then just because you don't win the man of the match award, you say, I'm transferring my runs to the opposite side. That is what Uddhav Thackeray has done. Number two, be accessible to your party workers. To the best of our information, Eknath Shinde ji and his group of MLAs tried their best numerous times to reach out to Uddhav Thackeray to convince him that he was on the wrong path and that he should come back to the path of Balasaheb's Shiv Sena. But he refused, or he was completely inaccessible. So these are two lessons for every political party in India. And what has happened, we maintain it, it is unfortunate. We had an association with them from late 80s. So, a parting is never easy. But unfortunately, they had brought it to this where their own party had to split.
Now, talking of this betrayal, the one word that has almost become like a theme word today, every side when they decide to speak up, they say we have been betrayed by the other side. Mr. Brij Mohan Srivastava has been listening very patiently to us. Sir, just days after Devendra Fadnavis said that the real betrayal was actually with Mr. Sharad Pawar being in the know of things as they were happening, today he came out again and said, oh, I have nothing to say about what the Election Commission has said. Are we now seeing another betrayal in the making?
No, it is not the fact actually. Respected Sharad Pawar ji is a very practical politician and he understands what is going on in this country. How the constitutional forums are pressurized by the government of India. It is known fact.
But he did not say that.
He suggested
Mr. Uddhav
Thackeray, this session for the political. Pardon?
He could have said that. He could have said that EC is compromised, just like Sanjay Raut said.
Why? If Sanjay Raut Sahab is saying something, it is not necessary that Sharad Pawar should also tell the same thing. He has given his opinion. What he suggested to respected Uddhav Thackeray ji, that in the field you come with a new symbol and start doing the politics.
No, but
he didn't stop
basically means that he didn't support
for going to
wants,
the legal remedy.
Uddhav Thackeray doesn't want a new symbol. He says he's been
But
robbed of the
Mr.
symbol that is legitimately his. NCP chief is saying, oh, I don't want to say anything. You are saying that it is wrong. He is not.
No. The election commission already given him a mashal. So he is working on that mashal. Till the final decision of the Supreme Court didn't come, how anybody can say that this symbol will go to them or will with them? It's a quite difficult task, no? Because now, there is a two issue. One issue related with the legal and another is a political. So Adani Pawar Sahab has suggested the political remedy. Go and try to go in the public and tell your grievances, tell that you are betrayed, you are deprived from the rights. It is a political fight.
Okay. Yogi Gade, NCP chief is not distancing himself. He is further supporting. He is saying, I am just playing the wait and watch game.
Madam, Priya ji, I want to clear it. We are the part of Mahavikas Aghadi in Maharashtra.
हाँ जी, मैं वही बोल रही हूँ.
Election jointly.
भाई आपने जो बोला मैं वही बोल रही हूँ कि शरद पवार ने अब चुप रहकर कुछ गलत नहीं किया, वो डिस्टेंस नहीं कर रहे हैं, वो ये कह रहे हैं कि मैं वेट एंड वॉच का गेम खेल रहा हूँ, अभी तो जवाब देने की जरूरत ही नहीं, अभी तो मामला सुप्रीम कोर्ट में है. योगी गड़े, डू यू थिंक दैट दीज डेवलपमेंट्स आर going to further consolidate the strength of this alliance, the Mahavikas Aghadi alliance, or are we going to see more divisions now? Because Uddhav Thackeray for sure has been weakened.
If you go to see the statement of Sharad Pawar ji is actually out of experience, as the other fellow person is trying to say. He knows, he's seen a lot of political activities and he knows inside what happens. So he's given a very practical suggestion to Uddhav Thackeray. If it doesn't work out, you have to go ahead with a new name, new party, like how the Congress had to lose a symbol and then they came up with new symbol, and even people have accepted new parties and new symbols in the past when such things have happened. So he's just being practical in that way. That is I don't think it has weakened the Mahavikas Aghadi anyways. Surely not.
Okay, Tuhin Sena, this is going to further consolidate and amalgamate the strength of Mahavigadi alliance. So how do you see this going ahead in the BMC elections? Because while your tie-up with Shinde might be going very well for now, and this result has only bolstered it further, it is not going to be easy for you to predict the outcome of the all-important elections to the 52,000 crore worth municipality.
Well, Uddhav Thackeray was an illusion and he continues to be an illusion. I will give you one example why they were completely disconnected with their vote bank. Every time that Rahul Gandhi vilified and denigrated Savarkar in the last 2.5, 3 years, Uddhav Thackeray and his team did not react. And this was one of the major bone of contention. In fact, we would feel hurt. We would feel hurt by the whole thing. So with that kind of disconnect with their original ideology, how do they even think that people will continue to support them? Obviously, they will keep saying wait and watch. We will also wait and watch. You will see the results not just in BMC but also in the next assembly election, and you will see how Uddhav Thackera's Sena decimated in both the elections.
Yes, Mr. Gade, you want to come in?
Yes, my fellow person should be aware. Shiv Sena has always spoken about Veer Savarkarji. In fact, Shiv Sena and Uddhav Thackeray have told the central government to give Veer Savarkarji the Bharat Ratna award. The center has still not yet given Bharat Ratna to Veer Savarkarji. We have taken a stand on Veer Savarkarji despite being in the Mahavikas Aghadi.
You have taken a stand on Veer Savarkar, but you've also allied with the Congress, who has repeatedly called him names that I won't even want to mention.
Shiv Sena has still demanded that Veer Savarkarji be given the Bharat Ratna award, and they have also written letters to the central government, but the central government has not till date given Bharat Ratna award to Veer Savarkarji.
अरे सर पर आप पहले अपने एलाय कांग्रेस को तो मनाइए, बाद में तो आप सेंटर को मनाएंगे. Are your allies on board with that demand of yours, Mr. Brijmohan Srivastava? Are you okay with Bharat Ratna for Savarkar?
What's wrong in it? He's a known freedom fighter of the country.
Very good. At least
I think
two of the
when
three allies are on
Srimati
board,
Indira
but I
Gandhi
haven't
wrote a
heard
letter
anybody.
regarding him, and Indiraji praised him, then what's wrong in it?
No,
What's wrong in it?
I am nobody to say there is anything wrong in it. It is the Congress party which is a part of this Mahavikas alliance.
But I want to say another thing. I want to say another thing, Madam. देखिए कि where we can check the popularity of a leader. Mr. Uddhav Thackeray asked Mr. Eknath Shinde come and contest from Worli, resign from that seat and come from and he will also resign from the Worli seat, and he want to contest with him. Why he has not given consent? Because he is afraid. And why Mr. Amit Shah was in Pune? Because there is a by-election, two by-election, and where the BJP is losing the election. Therefore, Mr. Amit Shah reached to the Pune and has spoken so many things there. He was talking about the धोखेबाज. I want to say कि सबसे बड़े धोखेबाजों का कुनबा तो बीजेपी के पास है. पूरे हिंदुस्तान भर के धोखेबाज उन्होंने अपने यहाँ पे इकट्ठे कर रखे हैं. और वो कह रहे हैं कि धोखेबाज. किसको कह रहे हैं धोखेबाज? मतलब I am unable to understand a leader like Amit Shah साहब is saying in this way. क्या what he will speak in Madhya Pradesh? What he will speak in Puducherry? What he will speak in Goa? What he will speak in Sikkim?
Reply to Mr. Srivastava.
Everywhere. What he will speak in Assam?
Okay.
He has collected so many dhokebaj in his party and given the post of chief minister. Some he has given post of the cabinet minister.
Okay, it looks like everybody wants to come in on that. We will start with Mr. Krishna Hegde. Everybody will get to respond. Mr. Krishna Hegde.
I would just like to remind Mr. Brijmohan Srivastava that his own leader Sharad Pawar Saab broke away from the Congress in a similar manner, took his own symbol, formed his own party and contested the election.
You forget it.
Will he use the
Mr.
same
Sharad
word
Pawar has
against Pawar
not
Saab
spoken anything today. What Mr. Amit Shah has spoken, I am reacting on that. Please tell us how many status you are having.
No, secondly,
what?
Mahavikas Agadi
Sharad Pawar Saab has not spoken on this issue. Your leader has spoken.
Listen,
Adani Amit Shah has spoken. Give the reply.
I did not interrupt you.
How many status he is keeping with him?
Please let me speak. Please be quiet. Please be quiet. Second thing is this Mahavikas Agadi has its own contradictions and it will collapse shortly, and that you will see in the coming Mumbai Municipal Corporation election. The third thing I would like to say,
it will remain, and we will give a we will give a full.
Srivastava ji, I am from Maharashtra. I am from Mumbai. You are from Madhya Pradesh. Please look at the basics here.
Two elections. Why you are going so away?
You will see what happened whether the Mahavikas Agadi collapsed or not. Please mark my words. I am putting it on record.
There is one thing to predict a collapse of Mahavikas Agadi. The other thing is to assume that this collapse is going to benefit the BJP. Because coming back to my previous question to Shiv Sena, how are you going to face the dilemma and the question that the voter is going to ask you in, let's say, places like Thane, where so far, and it's a crucial area because it's been sending, I think, if I'm not wrong, some 24 odd representatives to the assembly. Your main thrust of contention has been to oppose the Shiv Sena leaders, most of them belonging to Shinde, who also happens to be the guardian minister. Now that you are in the same boat, the same dichotomy, the same contradictions that you're pointing out in MVA, aren't you also going to face the same challenges?
There is so much confusion among the Agadi about who backstabbed whom. First, let me settle this with an arithmetical example because they seem to be arithmetically challenged. Now, in the previous election in 2019, BJP won 70% of the seats which it contested, which is 105 seats. So BJP contested only 55% of the seats, giving the rest 45% to Uddhav Thackeray. If we had contested every seat, we would have won more than 200 seats. So with this arithmetic example, be very clear that it was Uddhav Thackeray whom we trusted and who betrayed us is the backstabber. Now this will settle the remaining questions also. Now with what ideology will Uddhav Thackeray face the voters? That is the prime question over here.
Only if mathematics could give us answers, it would be a very easy political debate to sum up, but I'm unfortunately running out of time, and it is not mathematics but very intricate arithmetic, which will also involve narratives and emotional appeals like the one we saw from Uddhav Thackeray today. Because remember, sympathy card is now the biggest card that is left for him to play for things to go in his favor. Thank you very much, gentlemen, for joining me on this broadcast. We take a very quick break.